morning, guys. So today it's gonna be quite lazy. I woke up really late today. I got to sleep in, but since the New Year's is on Saturday and it is currently Wednesday, I really have to hurry up and get this ready. So I'm gonna calculate my macros. I have to do my meal preps. I have to go grocery shopping for what I need for the meal preps. Find a new workout routine and a couple of other things that I need to do. But right now I'm currently looking for meal prep ideas. I went to the dentist yesterday and got a root canal, so at least my mouth isn't numb today. But besides that, let me go ahead and find us some meals that I can do, and then I'll see you guys later. Okay, guys, so we stopped by Bath and Body Works because they have that the end of the year sale or whatever, and I got this body wash and I loved it, but I didn't get the perfume, so I came and got the perfume. And then of course we stopped by and got us some boba. We are on the way to the grocery store now, Walmart, to go buy some groceries, and I made a list. I have 9 lunches for both, so 18 lunches and about 12 to 14 breakfast ideas that I have. So I'm gonna go buy the things that I need, and then I'll go home and then I'll cook it, and I'll show you guys everything that I make. So we are back home. We bought a ton of stuff for this food. The first thing I'm gonna make is split pea soup, of course, and just because I have to keep it in the pressure cooker and let it cook for a while, so I'm gonna do this one first, and then I'll go ahead and start on the rest. But I have to chop up some carrots, get the broth and everything. I have a recipe. I'm following everything from different recipes online, so it's not the one that we usually make. This one's all Cooking Classy split pea soup. You like olive oil, chopped onion, carrots, split pea soup, garlic, chicken broth, water, thyme, pepper, carrots, and parsley. I already said carrots and parsley. They do want you to use the ham bone or ham shanks, but I'm not going to do any of that. I'm just going to do just the split peas and all the vegetables and everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and start chopping everything and then putting it in the pot. Here I am doing a voiceover again, and as you can see, this is a very simple recipe. All I had to do was dice the onions, slice the celery and carrots, and then once those were done, I went ahead and put it in the pot to saute and get them nice and caramelized for when I add the soup. It's all ready to go, and this is actually one of our favorite recipes that I made so far. She already had some. I haven't had none yet. But once you go ahead and slice everything up, and it's already in the stove, well, not in the stove, in the pressure cooker that we cooked it on. As you can see, I have the onions caramelizing. You put the beans in. You put 4 cups of water, 4 cups of chicken broth, and you go ahead and stir up and let it boil a little bit, and then you go ahead and seal it. I put pepper, salt, garlic powder, and thyme. I think that's what I put. But yeah, it took about an hour to cook, and it came out amazing. Once it's done, you just go ahead and just immerse and blend it. Okay, so next I'm going to be making sesame noodle bowls from Pinch of Yum website. I've never used any of these websites. This is the first time that I'm making them. Googling different recipes that I can make, and I just picked random ones. But this one, I need just noodles, edamame, which is what she's doing right now, cucumbers, chicken bread, sesame seeds, and then a sesame sauce. And I think you could just make whatever sesame sauce that you want, but I'm going to be making this sesame sauce just so I can follow along with the recipe. You said chicken bread. Chicken breast, not chicken bread. So here I am again, and I'm going ahead and peeling the cucumbers for the cold portion of the food, and it's just sliced cucumbers or diced, whatever your preference is, and edamame. Now I forgot to buy the peeled edamame, so she had to peel them for me, but either way it's delicious. And here I am making the sesame sauce, and for the sesame sauce you just use a 1/4 cup of sesame paste, a 1/4 cup of warm water, 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of sesame oil, 1 tablespoon of rice vinegar, 1 garlic clove, but I just went ahead and used garlic powder and it worked just fine, and sriracha and sugar to your taste. Now I'm here dicing the chicken, and you could either do it into diced or strips of chicken, but I prefer the diced chicken for this recipe because it's going into the meal prep boxes and they fit perfectly fine like this. Now when I was cooking the chicken, I left it a little bit raw and added the sauce then, just so I could cook the rest of it and soak into the chicken to give it that nice flavor. And as I was cooking the chicken, I was also cooking the noodles just because there was so much to do. I wanted to get 2 birds knocked out with 1 stone, and it was just easier that way. I also went ahead and added a little bit of cornstarch to the chicken just to make it a little bit extra crispy, and I think that came out just perfect. It was so good and so delicious. I am actually going to eat this tomorrow for lunch, and here I am prepping it. And honestly, this is a nice filling, cooling and light lunch. I definitely think that it's delicious, and I definitely recommend it if you guys have any time to meal prep. This is one of the ones that you definitely should do. Okay, so this is the first meal. It has the chicken, the noodles, cucumbers, and edamame in there. So I'm gonna let them cool first, and then I put the lid on. So I'm gonna do a little bit of cleaning because the kitchen's chaos. The soup is almost done, so once that's done, I'm gonna transfer it over to a Pyrex, just because I think it's unsafe to put it in one of these plates, you know. So I'm just gonna transfer it over to a Pyrex, and then on to the next meal. Okay guys, so it's currently midnight. I did not finish cooking everything, so tomorrow I'm gonna wake up early and do most of the cooking tomorrow. I did clean everything, so that's yay. I'm going to sleep, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning guys. Here we are, day 2. Today I'm making a Middle Eastern chicken chickpea stew and chicken salad for like sandwiches or whatever. So I have the grapes for the chicken salad, I got the chicken for the chickpea stew, and the chickpeas for the stew, of course. So I'm gonna go ahead and get everything ready. It's gonna be a long day today, so I'm gonna go ahead and start doing everything. Definitely was a very long day, if I do say so myself. And I just started going ahead and cutting up the grapes for the chicken salad. And here I'm using like a garlic with salt paste. I used some of the onions that I diced the night before because I diced too much. My camera died, so I didn't record myself cutting up the chicken, but you know, it's just a basic chicken, dice it. And I always use raw chicken, just of course, you know, you have to cook it and everything. But this one, I went ahead and added a little bit of water to it to soften up the chickpeas. It's supposed to be more like a stew, but it did not come out like a stew for me, so maybe I'll have to redo this recipe and see if I can fix it. But the flavoring is really good. It's just the chickpeas are crunchy. And now I don't know if that's how they're supposed to be or not, but like I said, I'm gonna have to rework this recipe and make sure that I get it right for the next time. As you can tell, I am cooking 2 things at the same time. Okay, so the Middle Eastern chicken chickpea stew is done. I'm letting the chicken cool for the chicken salad, so I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the breakfast muffins. And it's just basically an omelet. It has scallions, bacon, cheese, eggs, you know, almond milk, whatever you need to put in it. Then you pop it into the oven in one of those muffin cups, and for about 20 minutes, and you're good to go. Because it is cutting season, these meals were low in calories and high on protein, and this was quite a nice little snack to have. I wouldn't say that it was enough for me to eat as like a full meal, but definitely for a snack. And it's not really high in calories, so it's a great meal, and you only get 2 of them. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but like I said, for a quick snack, it's definitely delicious. It's very simple and very easy to make, and the oven basically does all the work for you. And I would definitely recommend making it. if I do say so myself, which I say that a lot, but I definitely recommend making it just because they're so tasty and so easy to make. So I scooped them into the muffin tray, and I'm gonna go ahead and pop it in for 30 minutes and hope that it doesn't overfill. The breakfast muffins are out of the oven. I have shredded the chicken that I had cooled in the fridge, and all I have to do is slice some celery to go ahead and give it some crunch. Put the chicken, the Greek yogurt, the celery, and the grapes in here, and then mix it all up. And that's our chicken salad. So let me go ahead and start adding everything in, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. The chicken salad sandwich was also a very simple recipe. Just because I had to cook so many items, I didn't want to overcomplicate them. And I know that putting Greek yogurt in it sounds a little bit weird, but once it's all mixed and you added the salt and everything, it's actually quite good, and it's actually one of my favorites that I'm definitely going to be bringing back next week, just because it's simple and it's a quick little snack and it's delicious. And here I am, it's just 2 slices of bread, and these boxes are perfect for this meal. So these are the chicken salad, and as you guys saw, it has grapes and celery in it. Then it has your slice of bread to go ahead and make your own sandwich whenever you are ready to make it. So I already packaged up the chicken salad with the sandwich bread. The omelet muffins are cooling. So now I'm gonna go ahead and make a Southwestern Tofu Scramble. And it's very simple, just cut everything up and put it in a pan and cook it up and add your seasonings. So let's get started on this meal. The tofu scramble also came out really delicious. I forgot to read it, and it said to make it a scramble, but I forgot to scramble it, so I just diced it up and added all the seasonings to it. But I later on went ahead and got the spatula and literally just chopped it up to make it as scrambled as possible. And of course, another easy recipe, just the tofu, the zucchini, the scallions, whole corn. I use frozen corn. Once the tofu is ready and cooked, you go ahead and add the rest of the items to it. Let it cook for a little bit. Make sure that the corn is cooked all the way. Add the tofu. I decided to add a little bit more seasonings to it because it didn't taste flavorful enough. But besides that, it was basically done. Okay, so the tofu scramble is done. I'm going to let it cool down for a minute before I start putting them in the containers, but for now I'm just gonna wash this giant mess that I have here. So once I clean up, I'll show you guys all of the food preps that I've done so far. Okay, so I'm done cleaning, and it only took me about half an hour. But I'm gonna take these out. I wanna try and take them out of the paper so when we're ready to eat them, they're already good to go instead of having to peel them off. I'm gonna go ahead and try at least one of them. And this one, it's 2 per serving. This was really satisfying to watch when I edited this video, just to see them come clean off. And I did have to go ahead and spread the oil around the cups just to make sure that they do come out nice and even. Okay, so that was a lot easier than I thought. And I put them in these, so you can put any sauce you want in here and then just dip them, and then like that's easier on the go. And this should have 4 servings. I really like the way that the box is stacked once they had the lids on. It really shows how much work I did. But one of my pet peeves is making sure that we don't have the right amount of food in our plates, especially because these meals are so meticulously counted and everything. But it was half a cup of cheese between 4 containers, and I think the amount of cheese came out perfectly. So these are all of them. I put all of these away, so that's why there's only one. But like I said, this is for like ketchup or whatever dressing you want. Those are the muffins. This is the Southwestern Tofu Scramble. I think that's all I'm gonna make. I had plans for 2 more recipes, but we have no room in the fridge. So I'm gonna go look for room in the fridge to put all of these in. And then that's about it, really. I'm just gonna finish cleaning up and then go and rest because it's been a long day. I've been cooking for maybe 4 or 5 hours, which isn't too bad, but it's overwhelming. I hope you guys had a great holiday. I know New Year's is coming up this weekend, so I hope you guys have a great New Year then also. But thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Hey guys, so here I am editing my video, and I completely forgot to let you guys know about my new series coming out called Shredding It. yeah, shredding it. And it's basically gonna be me and my wife going through all of the stages that we need to do, which is like tracking our macros, going to the gym, doing more cardio, and everything that needs to get done so we can actually lose the weight for the summer. And then once September hits, we'll start bulking again. But as of right now, we're literally cutting and shredding and getting into shape. But it should be out, or at least start filming by the time that this video comes out. But make sure to stay tuned